I am Dr.R.Jayaram. In the previous video, I told that you are responsible for your anger. If you get angry, you are responsible. Nobody in the world can control your emotions. Only you can control your emotions. That is what I told. And also I told that I will give 15 important strategies which will help to control our emotions, to control our anger. These 15 strategies are life-changing strategies. These strategies are not randomly selected tips. These are well-tested strategies. Therefore, it is very important. Then I will give you one by one now in the order of A, B, C, D so that everyone can remember it. Number one, awareness. A for awareness. Awareness means emotional awareness. Every person should understand and recognize his own emotions and feelings. And also, we understand the emotions and feelings of other people with whom he is interacting in day-to-day life. And also, he should be able to control his own emotions. He should be able to regulate his emotions. That is very important. For this purpose, what is required is first awareness of his emotions. That is number one. Number two, B for breathing. Breathing means simply taking like this. Like that. It is a breathing. Why the breathing is required? If you do it for 1 second, by the time the thinking brain will get alert and the thinking brain will respond to the situation, will not allow the emotional brain to react. I told you in the previous video, a time is required. We have to wait for 1 second. The pausing is important. The space is very important. That we can gain when you are doing the breathing. Breathing for 1 second, 4 or 5 times like that. That is B for breathing. The C for counting. If you are not able to breathe, you can do counting. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. You can count up to 10. That is what is the C for counting. Then D for distancing. Distancing means when some provocation is coming, some trigger of emotion is coming from outside. If you remain there, you may react. You may get angry. Therefore, you should immediately leave the place. That is distancing. Leave the place. Go to your room, or go to the next room, or go out. That is what distancing, D for distancing. It will help you to avoid getting angry. Then next is E. E for empathy. Empathy means putting yourself in others' shoes and feel it. Then you will understand the other person's feelings and emotions. That is why the empathy is very important. Then I have given one example in the previous video. I repeat it. In one house, the wife was performing puja in the morning. After getting early morning at 3 o'clock, she arranged everything. And 6 o'clock, she is busy in doing the puja. The time the husband went there for taking a glass of water. The wife immediately asked him, "Why are you coming now? I am doing the puja after taking a bath. You are coming here without taking the bath." He said like that. The man, get angry. He said, "Why are you shouting like this when you are doing the puja? Are you cursing me? What is wrong if I come and take water?" He is repeating like that. That is the reaction. But instead of reacting, if you think otherwise, if you empathize, then what he will think? She is correct. She is getting up at early morning at 3 o'clock and arranging everything and doing the puja. If I come there, then she is disturbed. She thinks that without taking bath, I cannot go there. Like that is his thinking. If you put yourself in her place, you will understand that what she saying is correct. That is what is called the empathizing. This example can be applicable in any places. First empathize, then you will not get angry. That is very important. Then another thing is F. That next. F for forgive and forget. Sometimes somebody may be telling against you, or when you are making a presentation in the office, somebody is sitting at the corner making a joke and laughing, you may get angry. Instead of getting angry, forget and forgive. Forgive and forget. Why you are wasting your time? Forget it. Then you will feel calm, quiet, cool, composed. If you remember it again and again, you get anger. That is why the F stands for forgive and forget. Next is G. G for giving the benefit of doubts to the other person. Suppose the other person is doing something against you, or somebody is coming and telling you, this fellow is talking about you. This fellow is telling that you are an arrogant fellow. Some information be coming. But you are not sure. Is it really he said or not, we don't know. Therefore, if you accept it, then you will get angry. You give the benefit of doubt. We don't know whether he said or not, we don't know. Whether he said something with intention or not, we don't know. Give the benefit of doubt and forget it. Then you will not get angry. In any situation, when you are driving on the road, somebody cuts off you in the traffic, immediately you disturb. Then what you will get? You may get angry. But instead of that, forgive him and forget. Go peacefully like that. Because if you get angry, you are the sufferer. He is not the sufferer. Therefore, forgive and forget. That is hope. That is the very important thing. Then, H. H is humorous. Every person should develop the personality of humorous. That is giving jokes, that is cutting jokes, talking humorously, smiling face, even in a difficult situation also, in stressful condition also. Somebody will cut the joke, talk humorously, and the anger will not come. Therefore, talking humorous is a very important aspect. That is a H. Then next is I. I for illusion free. Illusion is something which is not there. But mentally we think something. It may be there. She must be like this. He may be doing against me. He may be doing against me. Illusion. Have your illusion free mind. You think nothing is there. Everything is clear. Therefore, illusion free mind is always required every time for every person. Then you will not get angry. Therefore, very important of illusion free mind. The next is J. J for creating journals. Creating journals means writing in your diary. If you are getting angry, you write. How many times you are getting angry in a day? In a week, how many times you got angry? Or in a month? Not only angry, all emotions. How many times you were sad? How many times you got frustration, depression, fear, confusion, anything. Everything you write in a piece of paper, in a diary. Then, at the end of the month, after 30 days, you go through all the diary which you have written, the journal. Then you will understand many things. Then you will understand many changes are required in you. If you think that you are getting angry every now and then, even in a small matter, even a small purpose, beyond the limit, beyond the dose, then you will correct yourself. That anger will not take place after some time. Therefore, the corrective action you are taking by writing the journal and going through the journal afterwards. That is for the J for journal. Then K for kindness. Kindness is required for every person. Every person must be kindful. Because Many people may make mistake without understanding the reality. You must be kind enough not to take it very seriously. The kindness must be there in your heart. That is very important, kindness. If you develop the mindset of kindness, you will not get angry. Even if you get angry, it may be in the mild form, not in a very strong form. Therefore, the kindness, develop a kindness of a practice. The next is L. L for let it go. Let it go. In Hindi, they used to say, Jane do. Anything happened, Jane do. But that photo has hurt you, Jane do. Let it go. Somebody will come and tell you, sir, he was telling about you. He said you are an arrogant man. No, don't take it seriously. Jane do. Why should you think all these things and burden my mind? Jane do, jane do. That is, let it go is L first. Let it go. Then M. M stands for meditation or mindfulness exercise. Meditation is very important for developing our mind, for rewiring our brains. I already told you in the previous video, rewiring our brain is required. Because our brains, both emotional part of the brain, and a thinking part of the brain, are hardwired. That should be rewired and make it lighter. Then the thinking will be very positive. Therefore, meditation is required. If you do the meditation regularly, your mind will be soft, and calm, quiet, composed, and therefore it will always remain quiet. Therefore, the anger will not be there. Not only anger, frustration will not be there. Depression will not take place. Anxiety will not be there. Fear will not be there unnecessarily. Sadness, nothing. It may come, but in a light form. Therefore, meditation is developing your mind. It is very important. Meditation, you know very well, many people have given this thing, teaching, sitting at a place and closing your eyes and deeply concentrating on your breath. When you are concentrating on your breathing without thinking anything else, your mind is getting calmness, and that calmness will help to behave properly in the future situations. That is why what is called the meditation is required. But some people are not able to do the meditation because every day they have to find a particular time, half an hour, 1 hour in the morning. They have to do the meditation. Therefore, they are not doing it. Many people are doing it. It is a good news, but many people are not doing. For them, I tell you, you do the mindfulness exercise. Mindfulness exercise is a kind of meditation. What is mindfulness exercise? It is nothing but a simple, what is called an approach, thinking about the present situation, the present moments only, for a few minutes, continuously, without thinking about the past, without thinking about the future, without giving any judgment. You are thinking about the present situation only. That is what is called the mindfulness exercise. For example, when you are brushing your teeth in the morning, you concentrate only on the brushing. Think about that only. Don't think about whatever happened in the office yesterday or today evening, what you are going to planning. Nothing. You don't think anything about that. Think about that only. Then you realize what are the emotions are coming, what are the thoughts and feelings are you are realizing. Without giving any judgment, you realize it. Then that is what is the mindful exercise. You can do it at the time of saving also. Think about the saving only. When you are taking about a breakfast, you are sitting at the breakfast, the food is served. You think about the food only. Don't see the mobile at that time. Don't see the TV at the time. Don't take the newspaper at the time. Don't look here and there. Look your food and think about the food only. That is a mindfulness. Then that time you will realize the emotions, thinking, feelings, sensations, as, as it comes automatically. You observe all these things without giving any judgment. That is the importance of mindfulness exercise. This you can do it while traveling also. In the, for example, the signal, you are waiting at the signal. You have to wait for another 10 minutes. That time you do the mindfulness exercise. There is no need of closing your eyes. Only thing is you concentrate the present movements. What are the thinking are coming? What are the behaviors? And also, without giving any judgment, don't give any judgment, just observe it. Don't get irritated. You wait like that. Even when you are in the office, when your boss is busy talking with somebody, you get some few minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, do the mindfulness exercise. Even at the airport, when you are waiting at the boarding area for half an hour, you can very well do the meditation, because a lot of time is available. But that time people are what they are spending, they are looking at the mobile, they are doing the social media or something else. No. Do the meditation or mindfulness exercise. It will be helpful. That is what is that. That way you go on, develop like that. I am not telling you have to do it for the whole day. You can do it at 6-7 occasions like that. The total time period for a day may be 30 minutes, sufficient. 30 minutes to 1 hour. If you do this mindful exercise daily for about 30 minutes, your mind is developed. Then mind automatically work in a proper way. It will not react, it will always respond. Because you have developed your mind. That is why the mindfulness is very much required. Because the mindfulness will help you. What are the emotions are coming in your mind? What are the feelings are coming in your mind? How the feelings and emotions are influencing your decisions, your actions. That you all will come to know if you do the mindful exercise. Once you are developing it for about 1 month or 2 months, after that, the benefit will start coming. Because the mind is automatically developed. It is rewired. That is what I am telling you. Both my brains are rewired. Therefore, you will get the benefit. I give one example. You may, at a particular situation, you may get some feeling of fear, feeling of anger. It is coming. Anger is coming. Then immediately what you will, because you have the mindful exercise, that mindful exercise, the benefit will come at that time. That you will get a direction. Not to react. Wait for a response. Then your mind, that thinking brain will respond positively. That is the benefit. I give an example. I already told you. One of the situations in our office. The general manager, HR general manager, he wanted a file. He wanted a letter in the file. Therefore, he asked my colleague and another officer to bring the file. He brought the file. The letter was not in that file. He asked him to bring the next file. Like that, 4-5 files he was bringing one by one. Ultimately, no, the letter was not available. After the 5th time he failed, that fellow, the general manager got anger. You throw the file on the box file, throw on the face of that officer, my colleague. He got the injury and he left immediately. That is the thinking. What is the reaction? Because that fellow, that general manager, was not doing meditation or mindfulness exercise earlier. Therefore, his mind is not, the brains are not rewired. It is in the hard state. That is why he reacted. The emotional brain reacted. Suppose you think it otherwise. Suppose that fellow, that general manager, used to do the exercise, by either meditation or mindfulness exercise. That particular situation, what will happen? That the emotional brain will remain calm because it is already rewired. The thinking brain will take a decision. He said there is no need of throwing the file. He will tell I need that letter because chairman is asking the letter immediately because he is going to talk with the finance secretary. You got the letter. You find out. Please go there. Otherwise, I also come there. We'll sit in the department. We'll find out the letter. He will think like that because he will find out the solution, not the problem. The problem is always a problematic. Problem is a problematic. You should not think about the problem. You always find out a solution for the problem. That is the end. The gentleman, the general manager might have thought like that. Okay, go there and find out. I will come there to your department, find out the letter. That is the response. But throwing the file is the reaction. That is why the mindfulness exercise is important. If you do it for 2 months or 6 months, the benefit will come automatically afterwards. Therefore, you do the mindfulness exercise. That is why about the mindfulness exercise. The next important thing is N. That is in the strategies. N stands for nursing. Nursing means a soft manner. How you, when the child is there in the bed, how the mother is touching and changing the dress and making the child to sleep. That is nursing. Even the pain is there, that the mother is doing that. In the hospitals, the nurse, the employees, nurses are doing some action. That is what is the nursing. In a calm, quiet manner, helping the people, suffering people, nursing. Therefore, you have to develop the habit of nursing. A mindset, it is a mindset. You have to develop for nursing. That is, the N stands for nursing. If you develop that mindset, the anger will not come. Even if the anger comes, it will come at the right person, at the right time, right purpose, at the right dose. Therefore, nursing is very important. The next, I call it the 15th one, O. O means open mind. You have to be open mind when you are talking with other person. I have seen many times, one person will come and talk. Before completed 1 or 2 sentences, that fellow will say, I know that. I know what you are going to tell me. Sometimes the husband will tell to the wife says, I know you are going to tell this. But that fellow may be going to tell a totally different man. But yeah, because preoccupied mind, prejudice mind, that will create the anger. That will create irritation. Irritation is another kind of emotion, similar to the anger. Therefore, open mind is always required. When you are communicating with other people, when somebody is talking with you, give time to complete his talk, her talk. Then at the end, you talk to that. Don't interrupt in the meeting, in the middle. That is why open mind is very important. Just now I told you about, not about, 15 strategies. These strategies are life-changing strategies, not randomly selected tips. Very important. This is being followed in many schools and colleges in USA. I have seen it. When I visited, I saw that. Therefore, I request you to follow all these things. I have done some research connecting the mindfulness exercise with emotional intelligence. That I will tell in the next video. Very, very much useful to you, very much interesting also. I request you to see my next video also. If necessary, you subscribe my video, my channel, and also advise the other people also to see that. Okay, thank you very much. We'll meet again.